Hi, this is Ron Hirschkorn at ChooseTerm.com, and today I'm talking to people who are young, you might be single, you might even be a student, and you might be asking the question of, do I need life insurance? I don't have a family that relies on me for income. I don't have a wife or a girlfriend or children that are relying on me for income. In fact, I'm a student and I have student loans and I have debt. Why would I ever need life insurance? So I'm going to give you a few reasons why you might want to consider getting a life insurance policy. If you have debt, if you have student loans, then you may have a parent who signed the application, co-signed for you for the loan. What does that mean? That means that if you can't pay the loan back, then your parents or that person who co-signed the loan for you would have to pay it back. If something were to happen to you and you passed away, then you're going to leave that person with your student loans. Having a life insurance policy to cover your loans would make a lot of sense. You would name that person as beneficiary for that dollar amount that they would have to pay, and now you're removing the burden of them having to come up with a whole bunch of money or continue making those payments for your student debt. The next reason is final expenses. So if something were to happen to you, your family might have to come up with $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 for final expenses, for burial costs, for all the costs that go with burying somebody. So you might want to have a small policy just to cover those final expenses. Another reason why you might want to have coverage is it's cheap. You're young, it's cheap, and you're thinking about the future. You know that in 5 years or 10 years or in 15 years, you might want to have a family one day, and you might want to have children, and you might have people relying on you for income. So locking in a rate today, you get a good price on a policy, and you're able to lock that in for a long period of time. The other reason is you don't know what the future brings in terms of your health. While today you're young and healthy, you're never going to be healthier than you are today. So in the future, you might put on some pounds, you might have high cholesterol, you might have high blood pressure. It doesn't mean you're not going to be able to get life insurance. But what it does mean is that life insurance is going to be or can be significantly more expensive if you have some health conditions, maybe diabetes or asthma or anything that you develop can increase the cost of life insurance. And of course, what you don't want is you don't want to come down with a disease and that would prevent you from getting a policy altogether. So you might be young, single, don't have somebody relying on you today for income, but evaluating whether or not you need life insurance might be a good idea. You may find out in your evaluation that, you know what, you don't need any life insurance today. But you also may find out that maybe it's worthwhile. And life insurance might just be cheaper than what you think. At Choose Term, we work with over 30 different companies. We can compare rates for you and help you find a life insurance company that's going to be at the best possible rate, a good quality company. And then it'd be up to you to decide if that's something you want to do. But I would tell you that most young people are pretty surprised at how inexpensive life insurance can be, as little as $10, $15, $20 a month, which is not a lot of money to give you some sense of security and peace of mind, knowing that you're protected in case something happens.